YouTube. Oh my god, there we go. So I always have to check my watch. Today's date is Tuesday, September 20th, 2016. And I'm coming with a video. I have not done a video in forever. I wanted to give you an update of things that are happening, going on with my life. Number one, weight loss has been in a standstill. To be honest with you, I think I've pretty much gained weight back. It's been stressful, and a lot of it has to do with medicine that I'm taking, and with, I don't know, I just have this feeling that it's not an overwhelming feeling. It's just a feeling of I just gotta eat to eat, because meaning I gotta eat because I'm hungry, and then I think I'm overdoing it, so I'm trying to curb that down again. So I think I'm gonna try a little detox of just having a shake for breakfast and dinner again, and like kind of detox myself off and getting back to the gym. But as you can see, I'm still in the same room because moving has been hellish. Buying a house has been hellish, and it's horrible because I feel like I did not know a lot of things. So I'm gonna share those with you, and also I'm trying my IVF cycle, and I'm gonna share that with you as well. So the goal is to make this video under 10 minutes. Number one, house buying. First of all, I own my, oh, there goes air conditioning. I own my own property, and I am buying a property. So I'm going to, there was this whole drama, and I think I mentioned in here that I had to send my mom to her home country to get money because I needed money for a down payment because the guy had lied to me. Let me tell you the realistic thing. If you're looking for a home, you need to, number one, get a pre-approved and know what amount you are approved for to buy a home. But second, you have to make sure that at least for that pre-approved amount that you have 20% down, and that you have at least $8,000 to $10,000 aside from the 20% down, so that you can go ahead and pay for your closing costs and other incidentals. I would say 12 grand is to be more realistic, and I'll explain to you why. Number one, my issue was that my guy told me, you have a house, you don't need a down payment, you should be able to move through it, blah blah blah, family can gift you money. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So I got pre-approved for an amount. I went and I started looking at houses. I found the house I loved. I decided to go with agent from a popular website, and I think that was semi a mistake. I didn't really have a realtor. It was the house that I ended up purchasing, which I'm going to close on. They were going to have open house the next day, so I rushed and I just agreed to go with that real estate agent from this popular website because I was scared that I was going to lose the house, because the realtor that's selling my house, he's awesome, but I wasn't sure he was going to answer me back right away, and you know, like, what if he wanted a contract and this and that. So I didn't have time to wait. So mistake number one. To get ready to go into either bidding wars or get ready to fork over some big dough. We ended up losing the house that we wanted, which was the one when I went to Jamaica. We ended up losing that house because someone put in a bid, and we were waiting, and I even tried to tell the woman, like, you know, the money is there, I can go ahead and, you know, close this faster than her. Thank God they didn't accept me, because the money was not there. Could not have closed faster than they closed. And the house was $299, and they ended up buying it for $290. And that was our dream house because we were planning on redoing like the whole front area. It was like we already had plans in our mind of how we wanted to do it, and we ended up losing the house because someone put in a bid before we did. So get ready for that. You're going to fall in love with houses, and someone's going to outbid you, or someone's going to bid before you, and then you don't want to get into a bidding war. It's not worth it, to be honest with you. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So this one house we saw, actually I'm going to say I saw, I basically was the one to put all the houses on the list, to put the houses on the tours, to look at open houses. And I started this whole, you know, this whole ordeal. And so my husband basically would just go on the tour with me and tell me, I like it, I don't like it, I like it, I don't like it. And finally we agreed on one house. We were like blown away. This house that we're getting now, everything happens for a reason. I'm telling you guys, everything happens for a reason. in my life. And we were not even looking at this house. We were not thinking it was possible. This house has gotten so many compliments from a lot of my coworkers, you know, and they've said some really nasty things about me, but you know, envy is envy. And I never thought I would face that until I started, you know, I'm a very open book. And I started telling people, you know, like, oh, I purchased a house, this is my address. And so people were shocked that I was buying a house of that value. And it's pretty sad that they were shocked, because they're even shocked that to know that I own a home currently. And that was pretty sad. But anyways, you need to have 20% down. You need to be clear, because these punks, I told them I have 20% down of my amounts. Let's just say it's 100,000. So I have 20,000. Well, this is what they do to you. If you're not very clear, what they'll do is from that $20,000, they'll grab the closing costs. They'll grab all this other crap that's like, let's say $10,000. So instead of your loan being $80,000, because you're bringing $20,000 to the table, your loan is now really actually $90,000, because they're thinking, okay, we're gonna put 20 and then we're gonna take away 10 for like all the fees and all that crap. And those fees and crap add up to a lot. So I was pissed about that. So the plan was for me to use money from my mom, me to use money from my sister-in-law, and put some money down to get to the 20%. And then it's really not, I'm sorry, not 20%. We got to 13%. And it ended up being that we were going to have to get homeowners insurance, because of course the new law is if you do not have 20%, like HUD and all these other companies, they end up charging you, they end up taking your 3.5%, 5%, your 7.5%, because they in turn will make you pay more to have a mortgage insurance, because you're not at that 20% invested of the value of the home. And it's actually 21 or 25%. And so we were going to do it that way. And then all of a sudden, we finally sold our home. It was such a big miracle. And I was like, wow, we're actually selling this home. And so because we're selling this home, they were ready. And so my broker's like, you know what? They're ready to close. So why don't we do everything the same day? We'll sell on your current house and buy your new house. And what we'll do is we'll grab the money from the sale, and we will go ahead and put that, you know, give you a check, and then you bring that, you tell us how much you want to pay. So I had to be very specific. I'm putting 20% down, plus I want to pay out of pocket. And this is another thing. My realtor fucked me over, and he's making me pay all the closing costs, close to $8,000, $8,000 to $10,000. And when I asked him, I confronted him and I said, I'm sorry, but you know, someone just bought a house and they got a seller's credit of $3,000 to close, you know, to help close. And he's like, oh no, that's what they don't do here, blah, blah, blah. Big fat lie. So he lied to me, whatever. So another thing, as far as the money, that's where you have to get 20% of whatever the value is of the home, plus another $8,000 to $10,000 to cover your closing costs. Because for me, I want to make sure my loan amount is least amount possible. Like I said, if my loan is $100,000, if I could get that down to owing $50,000, I'm gonna do my best. Don't freaking fuck me over, and then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, well you gave us $20,000, but after the fees and all that, you're really putting down $2,000. I'm like, what the hell? So we got that squared away. I was all set to close on this Friday. Then all of a sudden they're like, no, your lender needs to work something else out, because apparently I need 3 days disclosure. So now they're like, you're gonna close on your house, and I'm paying these people that are buying my house rent until I actually move out of my house, which is horrible, because the rent's like $60, $70 a day. Well, we asked for a week and they said okay, and then we were thinking that we were going to be good to go, and these a-holes were then saying, you know, they told me we were good to go on Friday. I went ahead and changed my cable, my internet, my gas, my light, my bank information, like my work information, anything that I could change, I started changing. All that for then my lender to call after my lawyer sent the email. 2 hours later, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. we won't be able to close until Monday. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I'm paying rent to stare at my walls the whole weekend. So annoying. It's really annoying. And now I have to call back because we're going to get the gas cut off on Monday. But then I realized I can't do that because how the hell are we going to shower with cold water? So now I got to call the company again and say, hi, can you cut our gas off on Thursday? And so the bad part is, you know, we're isolated. We don't have friends. So no one's really going to help us move other than my brother-in-law. And he's going to help us get like the big stuff, like our bed and everything. He's going to do that. So that means that basically we are screwed, and we're going to have to like move a lot of stuff. Like I'm gonna have to move a lot of stuff. All right, so that's the house situation. Monday supposedly is the day. Pray for me, you guys, because oh my god, it's gonna be a lot. The IVF situation. I have 2 little cysts on my ovary that were supposed to go away with my period, but because I took birth control, my period was really like non-existent, and it was like 2 days. I was like, what the hell is this? It was so light. It was the lightest period I had. It's almost like menopause. So my cysts did not go away. I was injecting twice a day all this medication, and there was like drama getting my medication because one of them, they were not that readily available, and so they had to order it. It was gonna take a few days, and I was like, oh my god. And at the end of the day, they stopped me midway, and they're like, you're not producing enough eggs that we want. You're gonna have to inject yourself once a day this medication. I think they're lying to me because my doctor's going on vacation, and they were telling me that they would not quote unquote harvest me if she was on vacation. And I think now they're bullshitting me and telling me all this crap to put me on pause until she comes back. I'm not sure. It's so much crap going on. So right now I'm just doing daily shots of Lupron, 10 units until for 2 weeks, and then we'll go from there. But I think I go back on Friday to see what's going on. I'm not sure. If not, it's gonna be 2 weeks. So more likely I'll probably go Friday, do that appointment, get out the way, and then say like, look, I can't come back for another week because I'm moving. And that's it. So that's it for my life. Pray for me, you guys, that I survive this move. And then I want to see whether I keep this gym or I go to another gym that's closer to my new home, to like work it out and see what's up. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm glad to see Angie is doing well. Finally, I hope there's a turnaround time. I haven't seen her latest video. And I hope all of you guys are doing great in your workouts. I tried to watch videos, but to be honest, I haven't had time lately. But thank you guys for your support, and I promise to be back as soon as we move into the new home. All right, bye.